Should you use a gun-mounted light? Let's talk about that. Hey everybody, this is Mike with Personal Protection Academy. Let's talk about gun-mounted lights. Now, I've done previous videos on using handheld lights with a firearm, using the FBI method, using the Harry's method, or the Masada Ube, or the syringe method. All great options. I personally use the gun-mounted light, but I tell my students gun-mounted lights are awesome, but you've got to learn how to use them properly for legal and moral and ethical reasons. So the gun-mounted light is really nice. It allows you to mount the firearm, mount the light to the firearm if you've got a light rail, right? And you turn it on with just a flick of the finger, and that finger is fully extended and safe. So you're obeying the universal safety rules just by having this on there and using it properly. It gives me that full grip that I need on my firearm so that I can aim properly and I can hit what I'm shooting at. But now, how do I actually use the light portion of it? Because if I am using this light and I am scanning a room at chest level, then what I'm trying to do is identify where my target is. If I identify where my target is by aiming a light at them, I'm also aiming the gun at them, right? So I've got to be careful about that. I cannot be looking at chest level with that light because that's where the gun is pointing. I'm violating the universal safety rules. Never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. But people don't think about all lights have great options. Now, if it were dark in here, you could see this. But this is not something I'd want to do with this light. But as an example, if I shine this on the white ceiling, it's going to light up the whole room. Or if you could do with this gun, shine it on the ground, it's going to light up the whole room. But how would I actually search with a gun-mounted light to obey the universal safety rules? And that is simply, I'm going to search at the foot level of where I might find my targets or my family or whoever I'm looking for. And what I'm going to get is that light is going to bounce off the ground and go up. And so I am going to be able to see the far wall in the darkness or off in the distance pretty well by bouncing that light off the ground. And yet I am still able to, if I then identify that that's somebody that needs to receive a little bit of lead love from me, then I can raise the gun and I can do what I have to do at that point. But if it is somebody that does not deserve to be shot, my family members or another innocent person, then I've got the gun down here and I'm not pointing the gun at the individual, but the light is identifying the individual. The thing about the light that I think you want is switches like this are great, or the paddles are great. They will almost always have the ambidextrous version, so you could do it with if you're right-handed, you can use your thumb, or if you're left-handed, you can use your index finger over here. So the paddles or the switches are always good. Making sure that the battery is always useful. But I like carrying a light on my gun. It gives me options that I don't normally have. But while I want you to do the same thing, I want you to have some training. You've just had some basic training, and that's good. But make sure that when you're using that light, that you are not scanning at chest level, because whenever that light is on somebody, that is evidence that the gun is being pointed at them. Use that light to identify indirectly. Don't use the light to check and see where your car keys are. I've seen videos of police officers directing traffic with their light. I've seen police officers identifying somebody's driver's license with the gun. The light on the end of your gun is for one purpose, and that's to search for individuals. It's not to look for car keys or look at driver's licenses or find something on the ground. Keep the light on. I love the option. And also a nice residual. It helps to weight the barrel down, so your recoil is going to be a little bit less felt recoil. So there's some intro for you for gun-mounted lights. What do you think? Is that some direction you want to go with your everyday carry or your home protection gun? Leave some comments in below and tell me what you think of gun-mounted lights. See you next time on the range. Bye-bye.